Hey everybody, Steve Bergen here, and I'm going to show you how to make your own quiz in Futaba. Now, please understand that as we get started on our iPad, I've already put into the camera roll the pictures that I want on the quiz. So I'm loading up Futaba. I am going to the settings. So let me find settings here. I think I'm on the old commercial here. Here's a description of make your own game. Okay. And I'm going to settings. When I go to settings, right, at the bottom of the list, it says add or edit content. So I'm going to make, on the very bottom of this, my own game. Okay, I'm going to add a learning set. Right, this is with the help of one of the people in my class. I am trying to learn Chinese phrases. So I'm going to go Chinese phrases in Mandarin. Now, I've taken some of the graphics, right, from one of the people in this online course, and I'm going to, now I have no phrases, I'm going to add one. Okay, now I don't know what these words mean yet in Chinese, so I'm just going to have to say phrase one. Okay, then I go to my camera roll, and in my camera roll, I've got pictures, so I'll take the first one out and I'll choose save. I'll add a new item. I will call it phrase 2, and eventually I'll know what these things mean. I'll go to camera roll and I'll take out the second picture in my camera roll and I'll choose save. Now I'll add a new item. You have to have a minimum of 4, but the more you have, the more fun the game is. Phrase 3, camera roll. So you set this up in your camera roll before you begin going to Futaba. I choose save. I add a new item. I call this phrase 4, camera roll, and I'll get my 4th picture from the camera roll and I'll choose save. Now I've got my game. I choose done. And if I haven't paid for the enhancement, then I'm only going to be able to play this Chinese phrases Mandarin with 2 people, but that's okay. So now I will have the red team join. That's me. I will have the green team join. That's Larry Bird. And now I'll tap to start. Starting in a few seconds. Here comes the first phrase. It spins. Oh, I know which one that is. That's phrase 1. No, Larry says that's phrase 2. We both got it wrong. You see how cool this is to make your own game? Next one comes up. That's phrase 3. I should have made the graphics smaller because it put it in a circle, and that's phrase 4. Okay, so it's playing the game, Larry against me, using these phrases, and it's really, really cool. And the thing I want to end on here is that if you have your students do it, half of the value when you do something like this, half of the value is the learning that happens about the phrases while you're doing it. You're learning it while engaged in a project. So a little bit like a sports team where the practices leading up to the game are just as valuable in terms of learning as the game itself. All the dress rehearsals leading up to the final performance or the play are just as valuable. If you have your students put 100 phrases into Futaba, even if the game crashes and never actually happens and they'll be disappointed, the work they did in the process is what's important. Okay, I hope this helps you. Steve Bergen signing off.